His legendary status in the world of football is no longer in doubt. But Portuguese superstar Cristiano Ronaldo is not done breaking and making records. Ronaldo broke the world record for goals scored in men's international football when he netted his 110th and 111 goals for Portugal in their dramatic 2-1 World Cup qualifier win over Republic of Ireland last week. The 36-year-old achieved the fifth against 45 different countries between 2003 to 2021. I have May Akere joining us now. I think it's like a disservice to history that CR7 will sharing the same generation with Lionel Messi. That these two legendary players will be coming at the same time. I don't know. They've broken all available records. They've done everything. I don't know. So I'm even tired of this comparison between Ronaldo and Lionel Messi.
Well, good to be here. Let me start by saying that. And if you say it's a disservice, well, for the fans, on the basis of sentiment, some would have said probably we should have either a Ronaldo now and a Lionel Messi later. But what we could just do now is just to cherish, this great moment. At 36, we saw what Ronaldo did at the international level on the 1st of September. And 180 matches for Portugal, 111 goals. It is magical. That's the only way I can describe this. And we should also note that goals scored in the colours of Portugal at the youth level from under 15, where he had 7 goals, on the 17, 5 goals, on the 20, a goal, on the 21, 3 goals, on the 23, 2 goals were not counted. And if there is one record Ronaldo would have that Messi may never match, or better still, will never match, it is the highest goal when it comes to the men's international football. Messi is 77, 111 for Cristiano Ronaldo at 36. It's magical.
Do you know, Otitoju, when you look at this kind of player, I was told day before yesterday that he was given the number 7 jersey, and I remember those that have won number 7 for the Cantonas, the Beckham, those ones that they won 7 for Manchester United. And if you see what Ronaldo is going to do in some months, he might just level their records.
Yeah, the A2 was the number 7 jersey, and in fact, the moment they started selling his replica shirts, they ran out of stock. You see long queues of people waiting to buy.
I'm even waiting to get how much money you will tell us they made from the sales of the jersey.
But it's between, they sell them at between £70 to £100 for one. So it all depends on how many units they are able to sell.
Yes, I know for Messi they were able to make $90 million.
So of course Manchester United has far more supporters than PSG. Ronaldo on social media has far more followers than Messi. So you will expect that they will be able to sell.
Radio Continental yesterday, I mean Max FM yesterday, that Ronaldo is a bigger brand than even Chelsea as a football club.
No, even somebody listed that he has won 5 Champions Leagues. Yeah. Chelsea has not won up to that. They listed the trophies that he has won. So, when people want to mess up a team, they can come up with all kinds of things. So in terms of what he has won, I mean, he's someone to be cherished, someone to be respected. I read what one of the Argentine greats said about him. He said, it's a great thing to have 2 greatest of all times.
Honestly.
It's difficult for him to say, look, this is that's talking about Carlos Tevez. It's difficult for him to say, this is the better player. Between the 2 of them.
He's played with the 2 of them.
It's difficult. It will always, no matter what people say, there are people that even with a gun to their neck, they will never agree that Messi is better. With the records that Ronaldo has in the Champions League, now in international football, with his energy, the way he inspires his colleagues, the people will never agree. Everywhere he's been to, he's been a winner.
He's been a winner.
Everywhere. Everywhere, there is no country that is being told that it not emerge highest goal scorer.
For Juventus, it's called 93 goals for 3 seasons.
Within a short time.
81 goals in 98 matches. You know, when he went to Juventus when he was, you know, in his 33, 34, 35, and at that age, others are thinking of retiring. If Wenger will tell you once you are in your 30s, I only give you a one-year contract. That's a coach who seen as a professor in football and was respected. His philosophy is respected by FIFA. But Ronaldo has been able to say, no, with this, I can even achieve more.
That's thanks to Zidane. You know, if Ronaldo, even at 31, wanted to play every game. Zidane now told him, no. You can't play every game at 31. You know, because by 2016 he already had 2 Champions League trophies. He said you can't play every game. Your career can be extended if we give you breaks periodically. Now he's grateful to Zidane for that decision, because he probably would have burnt out by now. So now you can see that he's been able to extend his career. He's 36 and he's still one of the best in the world.
Look at the last Euro Cup, not this recent Euro Cup, the 4 years ago. Now they tell you that a tree does not make you. Rabbi will say a tree does not make you.
I was even going to like
went to that tournament with an average team and single-handedly Ronaldo took them to the final.
Ronaldo has shown that with the likes of Pelé and Maradona, you know, that's the class he belongs to. In 1986 in Mexico at the World Cup, when Mexico hosted the World Cup, the match between England and Argentina, the commentator said, you have a Maradona and 10 other robots. And then Maradona single-handedly ensured that La Abacelist of Argentina won that trophy.
Yes.
Now, the penultimate European Championship, even when Ronaldo was injured, you could see a Ronaldo on the touchline, inspiring the players.
He became a coach.
While on international duty, there was a match they were meant to take penalty kicks. Ronaldo was telling his teammates, no, come, don't shy away. If you score, you score. If you don't score, you didn't score. Don't worry, it doesn't matter. Now, even as he's in Manchester as we speak, he has touched down and he has told his teammates already that we are going for the Premier League title. He has told his teammates already. He's in Manchester as we speak. He's undergoing quarantine. He should have his first training on Wednesday. And with Luis Fernandez and others, he has told them what we are going for is the Premier League title. Now you could see Ronaldo left Manchester United as a player who was given the award of the best player in world football from the Premier League.
And that was the last time.
That was the last time
anybody in the Premier League won that award.
He's coming back to the Premier League as a player of Manchester United with another award that is in the Guinness Book of Record as the highest goal scorer of all time in men's international football. And we should note, at 36, still counting, most of his records, he will still break them and add more to that. 137 goals in the UEFA Champions League. The highest. No player living or dead has scored more goals in the UEFA Champions League than Cristiano Ronaldo. No player living or dead has scored more goals in a single Champions League season. 17 goals than Cristiano Ronaldo. And indeed, he is the player that has scored most goals in the knockout stages of the Champions League, 64. No man, living or dead, has scored more than Cristiano Ronaldo. In the course of this year, 111 goals for Portugal. At 36, he's still counting. Ronaldo will add to that. But
of course, I'm confident he will add to that.
To show you the influence of this phenomenal player, there was this soda that was in front of him, and when he was about to have a press conference, he removed that soda, and we're told that in the stock markets, that
it affected
the price of
the shares. The shares fell.
See, Ronaldo is extremely strong on social media. Ronaldo is the greatest humanitarian among sports people in the world.
I agree.
He does worthy causes, humanitarian causes, more than any sports personality alive. Ahead of Roman Reigns, the wrestler, ahead of John Cena, the wrestler, Ronaldo is the #1 humanitarian sportsman in the world. He took his time, he went to Palestine to see suffering people and help solve their problems. Many people don't even know this side of him. What you hear people say, oh, he's selfish. He's selfish because he's a winner. He does not want to lose. Ronaldo prefers to die than lose a game. And you see
He's crying.
yes,
Crying.
when he got injured in that final match, he was crying. And they were telling him, his teammates were telling him, we will win for you. Stop crying. He felt that why should he get injured so early in the game? And it was an injury that he could not play with, because Ronaldo hardly gets injured. But he could not play on with that injury. So he thought, we're going to win. But the player said, look, you inspire us, you are our leader, and we are going to win for you.
Portugal. Average team.
Yes, no world-class players, that team.
The last year, he only woke up.
He was still the highest goal scorer.
He was the highest scorer this last one.
Portugal crashed out.
Yes.
They didn't get to the final.
There's hardly any tournament goes to without imagining highest scorer.
Okay, there's this talk about being talented and naturally talented and achieving success. Achieving success. That's the difference between Messi and Ronaldo. That Messi, yes, is naturally endowed, but this person had to go the extra mile to where he has gotten to today.
Well, that debate will continue for a very long time, and there are a bit of sentiments. For me, I feel it's still yet to be proven. Yes, Lionel Messi got to Barca at a very young age, and then what he understood at Barcelona was football. At a very young age, there was one of Messi's bodyguard, who said Messi used to be a very shy person. He wasn't allowed to go to clubs when he was at Barcelona.
Yes.
And when Ronaldinho took him to the club, the manager of the side felt, I would have
to sacrifice.
I would have to sacrifice Ronaldinho. Now, one of the bodyguard of Lionel Messi at that point in time, before he became the bodyguard of Lionel Messi, he had already robbed over 500 banks. He had already robbed over 500 banks. So his job at Barca then was to go to clubs, pick up players who were drunk. But he said Messi was a different person entirely. He was naturally gifted at play football in the morning at Barca. He wasn't allowed to go out. So that was where they felt, okay, that natural thing played in Messi. What he knows was just football at a very early age and not girls. For Ronaldo, he had to work hard. And till date, you would realize that the hard work has indeed paved the way for him.
Yes.
The Englishman
He used to be the first to get to training.
and the last to leave.
Well, Ferguson will sometimes chase him away from training.
You see, irrespective of when you say one is talented or
he
one
has never tasted alcohol, because his dad died of this extreme consumption of alcohol. His father was ill.
Him a phobia.
He was an alcoholic, and then he got sick and he died. Ronaldo has not tasted alcohol in his life because he decided to learn from how his father ended up.
So let me add
And he does not drink Coke. And he has no tattoo on his body because he regularly donates blood.
I agree with that.
At that level, he's donating blood.
When he moved from Real Madrid to Juventus, the doctors described, the physical condition of Ronaldo's body as a player in his early 20s, even when he was in his late 30s. He has a special dietitian. Ronaldo today employed a Nigerian who was rejected by the country when it comes to his pace and sprinting. Francis Obikwelu. Obikwelu was training Cristiano Ronaldo. And this was an athlete that, for crying out loud, needed the help of Nigeria when he was injured. Nigeria turned his back on him. And when Portugal came, he said, yes, I will come to. And at the last Olympic Games, when the Italian won the 100 meters, that was the first time in the history of the Olympics we will see any European win the gold medal under 10 seconds. Francis Obikwelu held that record for a very long time. No European, despite how gifted they are, despite how they've worked hard and how scientific they are, none of them ran under 10 seconds to win a major record in the 100 meters.
Go on and on and on and on. See Ronaldo.
674 goals at international level, 111 at club level, 111 at international level, 785 goals. Still counting.
Thank you, Mia.
Still counting, because we know that he's going to score many goals at Manchester United.
Yes, sir.
People are saying, the Methuselah has scored come, he will not achieve much. We can only laugh at those people because this is a man who is primed to score goals, and he will score many goals at Manchester United. So people can abuse Manchester United. Oh, you signed an old player. We are going to see these guys score many goals because this is not an ordinary player.
He outscored Lukaku in the Serie A.
He was described as the Valentino Rossi of football because of his pace.
That's it.
Okay.
We have a fantastic physical specimen of a player in Manchester United, and he will be the difference maker.
Yes, sir.
Watch it.